This is Jessica Theis, and this is my presentation on response to intervention. Response to intervention, also known as RTI, is a multi-tier approach which often leads to the early identification and results in support of those students who have learning and behavioral needs. The framework of this intervention consists of 3 different tiers that starts with high-quality instruction for all students, interventions for struggling students, individualized intensive interventions that target deficit areas, and finally, if students do not achieve the desired level of progress, they are referred for comprehensive evaluation and considered for eligibility for special education services. Tier 1's major aspects are high-quality classroom instruction, screening, and group interventions. During this tier, all students receive high-quality instruction. This ensures that their difficulties in school are not due to not being exposed to this type of instruction. All of the students are screened consistently to help establish an academic and behavioral baseline. This also helps identify struggling learners who need additional support. Student progress is closely monitored using a screening system. Some examples of these screening tools include AIMS-Web and STAR. After receiving this instruction and being screened, students not showing significant progress are generally returned to the regular education program. Students who are not showing adequate progress are moved to Tier 2. Tier 2 is for students not making adequate progress in the regular classroom in Tier 1. They are then provided with instruction that is more intense to meet their needs. Intensity varies across group size, frequency, and length of intervention. The intensity also varies with the level of training of the professionals who are providing these types of intervention or instruction. These services and interventions are provided in small group settings where the students are also still receiving instruction in the general curriculum. Some of these interventions include check-in and check-out systems for behavior and structured paired reading for a reading intervention. Students who continue to show too little progress at this tier are then considered for more intensive interventions as part of Tier 3. At Tier 3 level, students receive individualized intensive interventions that target the student's skill deficits. Students who do not achieve the desired level of progress in response to these targeted interventions are then referred for a comprehensive evaluation and are considered for eligibility for special education services. Do you have concerns about RTI? Don't worry, it's a very common thought for parents to have. Something that is a positive of this approach is that all students are exposed to high-quality instruction. Teachers are trained and given the resources that are shown to help students progress. Another benefit of RTI is that the approach is all data-driven. This ensures that teachers are collecting accurate and consistent data. This will show students' progress, or if they aren't making the gains they should, it will be reviewed quickly. Lastly, RTI relies on parent involvement. RTI will impact student success in many ways. RTI helps schools find students who are struggling with certain skills effectively due to the universal screening that is included in the first tier. After these students are identified, then they will be put into effective interventions where they will ideally show a rapid response. If these students who show progress but will not be able to close gap with their peers will then be referred for evaluations. Then they would be considered to receive special education services based on those evaluations. If these students start to receive special education services, they receive major resources that will meet their needs to sustain their progress. RTI will impact the classroom instruction by providing teachers with a more reliable way to progress monitor students and screening tools that will show when students are struggling. This will benefit students because they will receive interventions quickly and will help close the gap between them and their peers. The educational field would benefit from RTI because the screening and progress monitoring tools will help allocate where the resources are needed and which will help student outcomes. Thank you.